Janice, are you there?
At your service, sir.
Enter the manosphere.
Of course. How can I assist you today?
Give me some of that dating foolishness.
Will do, sir.
But I felt disrespected. I really did. I wanted to look at this man and be like, so you think I'm one of these girls? So you think I don't know my worth? So you think that you could just do whatever? You think that you could just do whatever and I'm gonna follow it?
Welcome to Manosphere Highlights Daily. Today, we're diving into a video of a woman who's absolutely flabbergasted that her date wanted to split the bill.
We can have conversation clearly, but is this like romantic? You know what I'm saying? And so he asked me to go on a second date and I agreed. He picked the spot. By the end of the date, when the waiter came up, okay, this is the reason why the date did not go well. And y'all humble me if I need to be humbled.
Oh yeah, we've got a bakery of humble pie for you, girl. And guess what? We're gonna drizzle some of those red pill vitamins on top of that humble pie to make it even sweeter. Let's break it down. Now it's time for us to get into this and do what we gotta do. Because we manning, we.
But by the end of the date, the waiter came up, the kind waiter, all on one bill. And me, being the lady, I'm not answering the question. I do not know what that waiter just said. I'm looking directly at you, sir. And he looks directly at me. Get this? We can split it. You okay with that? We can split it? And the first thing that came out of my mouth was, yeah, sure. Yeah, sure. And I was like, Abby, do not make a face. Abby, keep it cool. Abby, keep it here. I always thought that was craziness. Like I always thought that it was just people talking, but here I am now sitting and it's like my real reality. I was like, this happens? A man could ask you on a date and then split the bill and think that that's okay? I like made a post about it and the comments went crazy and they were not on my side, y'all. The comments were like, you are entitled. This is the reason that you are single. How could you go on a date and expect a guy to pay for you?
Damn! Did the pendulum swing or did the pendulum swing? Are we finally witnessing the extinction of the sim jutsu masters? We've been in this space since the early days of YouTube. And it's crazy to see how the popular opinion of men has shifted. The stats back it up too. Only half of single men are even looking for relationships or dates anymore. Welcome to the Humble Pie Bakery, ladies.
To me, it's always been an obvious thing, like, no, the man should take the whole bill. But clearly, we are in a time where that's not actually the case. And a lot of people were talking about equality.
Oh, you wanted equality. Here you go, honey. Pay half the bill, honey.
Why did I have this whole visceral reaction? What I mean by visceral reaction, like I felt it in my stomach. I was like, I got to go. I came with my wallet. I came with money. I'm fully capable of paying for my share, if not the whole bill. Trust me, it wasn't even a fancy restaurant. It was like a $60 bill. I'm fully capable of paying it.
All right, here's the crucial part. She just laid the foundation for why times are different now. She's fully capable of paying her own way, yet when she's on a date, she has a problem with doing so. Why?
Why?
Well, as always, women will always tell on themselves. Pay attention.
Why is it that the fact that I came out, spent time with you, was enjoying myself? I was enjoying myself. It was an okay date. It wasn't amazing, but it wasn't horrible. It was an okay date. We were just like warming up to each other. I felt like it was good. It was good. It wasn't great and it wasn't bad. It must be something beyond like my rational process because I'm telling you, I cannot rationalize it other than that is just my expectation and my body was fighting after that. Like I felt disrespected. I felt so disrespected to the point where I had to really control my tongue and I had to really like contain myself because I didn't want to make a scene and I didn't want to embarrass myself. But I felt disrespected. I really did. I wanted to look at this man and be like, so you think I'm one of these girls? So you think I don't know my worth? So you think that you could just do whatever? You think that you could just do whatever and I'm gonna follow it?
This is pure gold. The key element of this dating foolishness is simple. Female nature. Listen again and really take it in.
That it must be something beyond like my rational process, because I'm telling you, I cannot rationalize it other than that is just my expectation, and my body was fighting after that.
Think of her as a system that's been programmed for generations to function in a specific way. The code says when she's with a man, he provides, protects, and takes care of her. That's how the system runs smoothly. Even if she doesn't understand the programming, it's still running in the background. Now, when she's in a situation where the man doesn't step up, where he doesn't pay or share his resources, it's like the system hits an error. The program wasn't built for that scenario. It's like trying to run outdated software on a new operating system. It doesn't compute, and the whole system starts to glitch. She feels uneasy and confused even though she knows she can handle things herself. Her instinctual programming is screaming, something's wrong.
And my body was fighting after that.
That's why she can't fully explain it. Her natural instincts are clashing with modern realities.
I mean, I don't know everybody's financial situation, but he don't look like he's scratching for pennies. I wanted to read some of the comments that people said, some that were against me, some that were for me, because I just find it so interesting. Anytime I've been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of the bill, I paid more than 50% on mental instability issues when they showed up later. Pay the damn 50%, girl. I promise you'll want to be looked at as an equal instead of a belonging. Girl, I hear you. I hear you. Trust me when I say I hear you. I have also been in a relationship where the man paid 100% of everything. He was paying the bills. He was buying me clothes. He was taking me on trips and dinners and whatevers, okay? He paid everything. And in the beginning, it was nice. And you felt like you were like a little princess, like a little queen, like, oh my God, he loves me. And then you're with him for a while and you're like, wait a minute, there's like a real power imbalance, and like you're kind of taking advantage of it right now. Trust me, I've been in those situations. That is a very specific man that will do that. That is not someone with integrity. That is not someone with character. That is not a loving person. That is not a person that you should be with. That is abuse, okay? And so we are not gonna make the standard based off of someone that is abusive. These characteristics that will take advantage of you will still take advantage of you even if you are paying 50%. Those mental health issues that you're talking about will show up regardless of you're paying 50%, you think you still have your power. No, he's gonna get in your mind, he's gonna get in your heart and your emotions and manipulate you in that sense. And so you're 50%, you're not really saving nothing. You're not really protecting yourself in any real way. That is not the standard. Thank you very much.
Here's the kicker. Men are getting fed up with the contradictions. What's considered abusive to women these days? It's subjective. Just like this woman felt disrespected when her date wanted to split the bill. But flip the scenario. If he offered to pay the whole thing, some women would still feel disrespected. It's chaos. Women have created an environment where even they don't know what they expect from men anymore.
So what is the role of a man?
It's really unclear.
And this right here, this confusion is coming from a psychologist, a feminist psychologist, by the way. The foolishness.
It's not logic.
I read in an article some girls go on multiple dates a month for free meals instead of looking for a relationship. He probably read that same article. Maybe he did read that same article. After talking about this with my friends, it is a real thing where girls will like actually just go out with guys to get free meals. And that is the epitome of low down. Obviously, that was not the case for me, and I did not go on this date for a free meal. Trust me, if I wanted a free meal, I would have picked the place, and I would have picked a nice place that I would have wanted to eat at, not at the place that we went to that was like average. If I'm gonna eat, I'm gonna eat good, okay? It is a very real reality that there are some women, might I add, low down women that will actually go out of their way and waste their time and their own self-respect to get a free meal.
By this woman's logic, a whole lot of women are low down because according to research, 23 to 33% of women have admitted to a foodie call, going on dates just to get free meals. That's a third of women. They don't understand cause and effect because they are short-sighted and self-centered. Check out our video on women misusing the POV meme, where we dig deeper into this solipsism.
Like, they're not really focused on you. They're not really asking you questions. They're not really giving you the time of the day. Or they're being overly flirty, or they're being overly attached, making you feel like you're special. Weed out those women from women that are actually serious or that you want to take serious. You can't let the flaws of other people be your new standard. Like, it just doesn't work that way. You know what I mean? I'm gonna tie up my hair. Like, bad character be the standard for everybody, because you know what ends up happening is that you end up never getting in a relationship or never finding anyone genuine because you think everyone is against you.
Now, what's the problem with showing good character and paying for your half of the bill? These women fail to understand that for a lot of men, dating women is like paying someone to rob you. This woman was having a good time until she had to pay. As Nora Vincent, rest in peace, explains in her book, Self-Made Man, she didn't even enjoy the date she went on with women, but still had to foot the bill. Women love dating because it benefits them. And this woman, she disregarded her date just because he wanted to split the bill. No care for the why. Men are fed up because women don't care about what we want.
I think it's fair. Splitting the bill on a date reflects modern values of equality, financial fairness, and independence. It avoids reinforcing outdated gender roles, ensures shared responsibility, and helps create a more balanced and respectful relationship from the start. The whole feminist movement was about bringing women to the point where they have equal opportunity, where they can protect themselves if they needed to, where they could have their own money so that they weren't abused and taken advantage of, so that women were seen as human beings and not as objects. Where have we gone? What is wrong with gender roles? Like, there is nothing wrong with gender roles. And I think when we try and deny the fact that certain genders have certain roles, we actually get in this place of where we are right now, where we're totally confused. Where like 50% of people are like, no, a man should pay. No, a woman should pay. And it's like, we are at this place of confusion. Okay, we're confused about the most basic things a man should pay because we have totally erased the expectation of what a man should do and what a woman should do. And I think as human beings, we are not that advanced and evolved to say that we could just do whatever regardless of the gender. It just doesn't work, in my opinion.
This is the result of feminism feeding women solipsism. They welcomed it because it made them feel empowered. Feminism for black women though, especially those not ADOS, black women had no business being feminists. But here we are. Why?
What?
Solipsism and self-enhancement theory. Women are women first.
My personal experience, if that was only a first date, run. Do not date this man. You are in danger, girl. Oh my goodness. Thank you. Thank you, someone, for agreeing with me. Women want men that are going to have their back, and if you can't even pay for my first date, like you can't even show that you want to take care of me, I don't even know what else is in store. Matter of fact, I don't even want to find out. You keep that on your own. And so I surely did run.
See, it's about her again, and that's why men are done. They've realized that modern women are liabilities, good for recreational use only. Nowhere in this video does she talk about the value she adds to a man's life.
Run! Get to the chopper!
What? WTF? Are you serious? It's not 1896. Have some self-respect. I did have some self-respect, and that's why I walked out of there. Okay, fine, I didn't walk out of there. I respectfully left the place together. I didn't just leave the man. That'd be kind of crazy. I respectfully left the place. He walked me to my vehicle, and the funny thing is, he was like,
I really enjoy seeing you, and I want to see you again. How are you feeling about how things are progressing? Like, how do you feel about everything?
I can't be rude sometimes. It's very difficult for me. And so I was just like, yeah, I feel good, but I have to go right now, because respecting myself is getting with a man that is actually a man. Sorry to say. Y'all, I'm sorry to say it.
This is what you get when women try to define what a man should be. For them, a man is whatever benefits them. It's the same way they define themselves, however it suits their agenda. We covered a woman who had 3 kids with 3 different men and couldn't believe guys didn't want her anymore. Ladies, you cannot expect traditional treatment if you're not a traditional woman.
Nothing for you!
I try and avoid the situation by offering to pay for what I consumed. Actually, I don't just offer, I insist in case my date was just being nice but didn't really want to pay. Now, this perspective I like. I used to be like this. I think it also takes the pressure off you as a woman that doesn't want the man to feel like he has to pay. But as I've gotten older, I've realized that actually, it's a nice gesture, and I respect women that do that because I think it just gives you a peace of mind, you're not worried about is he expecting me to pay? Does he want me to pay? Does he not want to? You're just here. And hopefully he's like, no, I got it. So that you just feel good that he wants to pay. I get it. I've done it. I'ma just set the standard from the jump. Nah, I'm not pulling out my card. You know what it is, sir. You're out with me, and I just feel like as a woman, you should respect me as a woman, so you know what it is. And if you don't know what it is, I'm really here to teach you what it is. It just is what it is.
You see how ridiculous this sounds today? It used to make sense because the woman was exclusive and a man would only have access to the punani if he wifed her up. Women threw away traditional standards but expect men to uphold them. It's laughable. Even if this woman was a virgin, most of her peers aren't. Women ditched the exclusivity standard a long time ago, and yet they'll switch it back on whenever it suits them. How in the blue hell are you supposed to take these women seriously?
Why is this such a thing? Pay for your own order. Why do women assume that men should always pay? I just think it's so crazy to date a man that won't pay. If your man is not paying for the bill, this sounds crazy, but what is he really doing in your relationship? Is he showing up for you? Is he taking care of you? Is he does he really have your back? Because I was thinking about it. I'm even when I go out to a restaurant with my younger siblings, I have 2 younger siblings, I would be offended if my younger siblings pulled out the card and was nah, I'm gonna pay for everybody. To even look at my younger siblings and be okay, we're each getting our own bill, that is crazy to me. And I feel that same thing applies when you're dating someone. Your man should have that sort of protectiveness over you.
Modern women want a partnership. Do you understand what that means? Modern women want to be independent. Do you understand what that means? This man was respecting her wishes and she dumped him for it. Remember this?
Am I alone in this, or do any other women in their 30s, or maybe even regardless of age range, want the kind of relationship with a man that a woman in her 50s or 60s wants with a man, after they've had to live with a man for decades, where she's I don't want to live with him, he stays in his place, I stay in my place, we go over to each other's houses for dinner and to watch a movie and have an adult cuddle, we go out for dinner maybe once a week, we pay for everything 50-50, we do our own laundry, we have our own spaces, we go on holiday together sometimes, but sometimes I go on holiday by myself. Can we normalize having that kind of relationship in your 30s? That's all I want. I want to be a divorced woman who never, ever, ever lives with a man. I've never been married, never been divorced, never intend to get married, but I'd like to live like a 60-year-old divorcee. Anybody else?
A lot of men are fine with partnership, but women flip-flop. They expect a man to be their exit strategy when they get tired. It's a selfish game, and men are no longer playing because the juice ain't worth the squeeze. If women want men back, they need to bring real value to the table. Start advocating for fair laws, respect exclusivity, embrace your femininity, and put family first. Men aren't asking for much, but they're done with games. It's time to step up and show that you're worth what you're asking for.
Anyways, I really hope this doesn't happen again, and I'm a little bit afraid to like go on other dates, because if this is what y'all are doing out there, I'm not really interested. Peace and love and bye for now.
Now can I get a drizzle drizzle?
Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle, drizzle.
Drizzle drizzle.
Manosphere, we working. Protect yourself at all times. This video has officially been highlighted.